All right, so today we're going to do something a little different. We are going to decode one single, completely unfiltered internet post. It looks like chaos at first, but it's actually this really powerful warning about something the author calls brain rot. So yeah, let's just dive in and break this thing down.
Okay, here it is. This is it. This is our entire source text. And yeah, I know at first glance it just looks like a bunch of typos and maybe some raw frustration, right? But believe it or not, inside this text, there's a whole argument. There's a warning. It's like a little window into a very, very real cultural anxiety. And our job, you and me, is to figure out what it's really saying.
So, what we're going to do is kind of perform a linguistic autopsy, if you will. We're going to pick this post apart to really get to the bottom of the author's fear and the super urgent message they're trying to get across.
But before we get into the nitty-gritty of the words themselves, let's zoom out. Look at the big picture here. This person isn't just dropping a comment. No, they're describing a full-on battle. It's like a turf war for the future of how we communicate online. And you can tell they have definitely picked a side.
And the whole thing, I mean the entire argument, it all hangs on this one single term, brain rot. Now, the author doesn't just hand us a dictionary definition, so it's up to us. We have to be detectives here and find the clues right inside the text to figure out what they actually mean by it.
So if we only use the author's own words, brain rot is way more than just slang. For them, it's like this invasive force, you know? It's something that's actively taking over. It's got this really negative vibe. It's so bad. And its whole purpose seems to be to push out and replace the language we already know, what they just call English.
You see what they're doing here? They're setting up a direct conflict. It's a showdown. In one corner, you've got English, the old standard. And in the other corner, you have brain rot, this new invading force. And the author makes it super clear this isn't just something that's happening passively. Oh no, it's an active choice. They say children are not even taking English. Instead, they're taking brain rot. The battle lines are officially drawn. Okay, so every good argument needs a subject, right? And every conflict needs a bad guy. And this author, they are very clear about who they think is to blame for all this brain rot spreading everywhere.
And the finger points squarely at crazy children. That's the group. And what's their crime? Well, it's deliberately throwing out the old standard, not even taking English, and grabbing onto this new thing instead. So you see, for this person, this isn't just about words. It's about an entire generation.
Yeah, see, the author isn't mad at some vague idea. Their frustration has a very specific target, the younger generation. From where they're standing, brain rot is a generational problem. It's the classic story, right? The old guard versus the new.
All right, now we get to what might be the most mysterious and honestly the most important part of this whole post. The author knows they can't just throw out an accusation like that. They need proof, they need evidence, and they give us one very, very specific example of what this brain rot supposedly sounds like.
So, after all this buildup, right, this big warning about a thing that's taking over the internet, what does it actually look like? What's the one piece of evidence, the Exhibit A, that the author presents as their smoking gun?
And there it is, tralaleo trala. That's it. That's the author's Exhibit A. They just drop it in there like it's totally self-evident, like it's the perfect example of the decay they're talking about. To them, that single word, or phrase, whatever it is, it's the very definition of brain rot's meaninglessness. It's literally the sound of English getting erased.
And this right here, this is the absolute core of their entire point of view. They feel like they don't even have to explain tralaloyo trala, because for them, its meaning is that it has no meaning. It's like the verbal equivalent of a computer crashing, you know, that blue screen of death. It's the sound of something valuable being replaced by, well, as they put it, shit.
Okay, so we've looked at the words, we've looked at the accusation, we've seen the evidence. Now let's put all the pieces back together and really feel the full weight of what this person is trying to warn us about. What is the big takeaway message from this super short but obviously really passionate post?
You know, when you lay it out like this, their logic is actually crystal clear. It's basically a four-step argument. Step 1, this dangerous new thing, brain rot, exists. Step 2, kids are the ones spreading it. Step 3, it's wrecking the language we all know. And step 4, you want proof? Just listen to it. It sounds like complete nonsense.
So at the end of the day, this really isn't just some angry rant. It's more of a lament, you know? It's just this raw expression of fear from someone who is watching the way we all communicate change. And they find it really alarming. They think it's degenerative. And look, whether you agree with them or not, you can't deny the emotion behind it. It's a really powerful snapshot of the kind of anxiety that language changing can store up in people.
So that leaves us with a question, doesn't it? This one tiny, grammatically all over the place post has actually shown us a really human story about change and the resistance to it. It kind of forces us to ask ourselves, what is the brain rot of our time? And who even gets to decide what kind of language is okay to use? This friction is very real, and it's playing out every single day in comment sections, one tralaleo trala at a time.